so...
Your ship's amazing, Shepard.
These little bits of experience are
like
going to give me a level up. Oh well.
I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
Yeah, this one's special.
Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
The way that sentence was shortened was funny. You're into ships?
The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
I wonder if they deal with twins.
In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
I find the Quarians really fascinating.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government.
They live in space, they don't have a planet.
Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Huh, interesting.
It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I wonder if that's considered to be what happens in... I think Mass Effect 2 and Talia has her issues, or if that's something different. Maybe that's 3, I can't remember. Huh, that's interesting though.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI.
Virtual intelligence.
Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Kind of badass, honestly.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information.
Not
Their
actually
programming
true
cannot
anymore.
handle that much simultaneous
Fun fact.
input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can
I
coordinate
think in the next
low-level
game
functional
they
processes,
evolved past that for
freeing
Mass
up
Effect 3.
more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
Not among living things.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves.
Except that they
It was
acknowledge...
inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation.
Not...
We knew they would rise up against
Stuff
us,
for later
so we
games.
acted first.
But...
A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Gee, I wonder why.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution.
No, they actually
By
weren't.
acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
Pretty much.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out.
No, they
They're
wouldn't
a
have.
synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None.
Except that
Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Except, for one thing, they had a huge respect for you guys for having built them in the first place, and then you betrayed that trust, so kind of your fault.
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
the enemy.
No, they're
they
not.
want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life.
Sorry, I'm bringing stuff
That's
from
why they
future
joined
games
up
in.
with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
And that's
By
why
the
they wear
time
the
we
suit.
leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
And by that I mean
I
goodbye.
should go.
See you later.
171 experience. Nice. Open the door. Let me out. Thank you. Thank you for finally talking to me, you weirdo.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander, this won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first
I thought it was
reinforcements to
Agincourt.
arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. Those raiders were no match for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
Hey, it's what I do.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks for the knowledge and experience and such. Scan. Zoom out. So what's this Exodus cluster? I'm just flat out curious about why that's being marked. Honestly, I don't remember that. Yes, please. And we're off. Okay, what's asteroid X-57? Okay. I think this one is timed, because apparently the asteroid is being sent down to the planet. Great. Sure. I don't remember this. I honestly don't.
Status. Sensors reveal 3 fusion torches propelling asteroid X-57. At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately
Oh, that's
4
not so bad.
hours.
Okay.
Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. You hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long.
Tuesday.
Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
I am. And I will do what I can. Is it not time? I guess not. Okay. Map. What do we get? Mako, fusion torch, transmission tower, fusion torch, fusion torch. And there's a question mark. Go towards the question mark that's not on the map. I'm on my mini map. Blank. Okay, shift zooms in. Remembering controls. In case I have to fight. It's out of place. Q to get out. Okay. Let's examine. What? Mission kit open. Cool. Got a thing. G. Mendel. Victim was moving. That's depressing. Okay, just says the same thing again. Interesting. Wonder why. Aid station open. Got some extra metagel. Station logs. Survey Station 3, final entry logged by Engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Slaz shows up to relieve me, I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Yeah, except that he didn't get the chance to do that. There's something updated on my map, though. Wow. How do I not know about this? This is really cool. I like this. Huh. Survey Station 3. I wonder if there are others. I don't know. For now, zoom in so I can mark it better. More accurately, go there. So I have something to point to. Wow. Those are really big. I mean, that makes sense since they're pushing an asteroid, but still. Cool looking. Yeah, no, I don't think I've ever done this mission. How am I finding things after... Jeez, again, I don't even know how many times I've beaten this game. I'm still learning new things. Jeez. This is why I like Bat. I see lots of red things. Driving away and around the red things. Also, my game might be a little loud for you guys, I don't know. Climbing the hill. It's so crazy. Okay. Found the place, and it's away from the enemies. Hopefully. Q, right. Q, not E, to get out. Repair! Oh, jeez. That's not so bad. But as I fail horribly. Okay, there we go. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. Cool. Oy, so much to... So, survey station 1 and 2 and 3. Okay. Yeah, let's first disable this. What is down there for me to shoot at? I guess whatever that is. Fire at it! I have no idea if I'm doing anything. Just hope. Yeah,
Headed in the right direction.
cool.
I don't know who you are, but I'm... Damn it. Go.
Who are you, lady? Are those the enemies, or are those just something else entirely? I really don't know. This is so weird. So cool, though. Y'all. Yeah, those appear to be what the enemy is. More or less. Yep. So what are you? Oh, there we go. And back away. Because that's a heavy turret. Woo. Woo. There we go. Got it. Good XP for it. Just one there. Jeez. Okay. That one's going to be a pain because I don't see any decent color for it from it. Come on. Thank you. Woo! What? You're allowed to do that? That's cheap. Yeah. Da-da! Dodged, more or less. Hey, got it. Yeah, I don't know how weak the Mako is with with insanity mode, so I'm trying to destroy them carefully and quickly. Okay, all 3 went down. Great. What? Ow! Fire! Another one down. Oh, this one. Cool. Killed it and leveled up. So. Let's see if I can take this one out. My shields are a little low, but not terrible. Hey, got it. Yay! Oops. Zooming in and failing at it. Okay, squad. Points 2, awesome. Unity, thank you. That would have been wonderful in several of my fights. Most notably the assassins. Boink, boink. Make you more powerful with snipers. Hey, Toddy. Up your electronics again, and then give you some more decryption. Awesome. Oh, this is good. I am actually really quickly gonna go look at that other survey site really quickly and then come back to this place. Yep. I saw 2 X's and I was like, I have explored both of those, right? And really quickly before I go in, let's save. Oops. There we go. Going in. Gotcha. Everyone get the right weapon out. Garrus, nope, use your sniper. Thank you. Telly, I think you're fine, more or less. Anything to examine here? Dead dude. Unexaminable, but a dead dude. Oops, oops, oops. Oh, get it out. You. Yep, we're good. Oh my. Batarians, huh? What do they want?
Batarians.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Check! Check!
Great. How delightful. Force push on you. You get sabotaged by Tally. That for now. Go. Oh god, Batarian war beasts apparently don't die easy. Ah. Crap. Don't really have much to use against these guys. Arg. Arg. No. No, 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 no. Get up. Ag. Already. Okay, everyone get up. F. No, no, okay. That was quick. Okay, I need to use a different weapon to kill those. Resume my save. Don't like dogs, apparently. Let's switch to that. Garrus, you're still gonna use that. Tally, you're still gonna use that. Just, actually, no. Garrus, you are going to use that for now. Okay, let's try that again. Already saw this. Can I skip it? Snarl.
Batarians.
Batarians.
Harak!
Harak, checked. That's gonna get old fast, isn't it? Get back. Now, Garrus and I can both switch to snipers.
Release the Baron!
Oh, come on, there's more? I hope you're kidding me. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Oops. Mouse in the wrong place. Switch to that. I will switch to that. Go. Still don't have force push. Great. Garci's overkill. Yeah, just see what that does, huh? Admittedly, not much. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Ow, ow. Ow. Whew, more damage then, yay. Good, that does not use Metagel. Garrus is back on his feet. Any more of those? Nope. Cover would be good. Proper cover. Okay, now, let's try that again, shall we? I missed it. Telly has a lot of shields. Not so much. God. Why do I have so much weapon? Eh. You fell down. Come on, get up and do this. This is gonna be another assassin fight, isn't it? Where they hide until they feel like jerkwads. You fell. Don't think I killed him. It's the unfortunate part. Ow. That was painful. So is this. There we go. Jerk. Jeez. You're a sniper, huh? I don't like you. Yep. Got a shot off. Come on. Wait. Ow! Yep, he was a sniper. Ugh. This is gonna be another one of those fights, isn't it? Oh boy. Great. Pistol, yeah, they're good. Okay. Let's show on the road. Blank cutscene. Jeez.
Batarians.
Yep, that's what they are.
Harak! Check! Check!
Blur, blur, blur. Stuff. We're supposed to early on. Oop. Oh. Oh dear. That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. Come on, guys, get up, get up, get up, get up. Ow. Are you? Snurk, 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 snurk. No. The other time went better. Oh dear. It still could be helpful though.
Release the Baron!
Oy. Seriously. Ha. Come on. There's almost nothing. How? How is this worse all of a sudden? Get back. I'm dead. Yep. Jesus. Why are Quarians so terrible? Oh, I am not okay with any of this. What? Yeah. It's another assassin fight. Great. Resume last save. Why? Just why? Shotguns. Yes. Once more. This is gonna be my last try, then I'm just gonna be like, meh.
Batarians.
Sure. I felt like I did fairly well the first time, and then everything went bad again. Nah. Good lord! What happened there? We'll do that. Are you kidding me? They take so much. I'm out of grenades. Great. Ay, ay, ay. That's going at least. Nope. They did not care about my shields. Great. I'm saving this for another day because it is awful. This has been Super Chaos 5 with more insanity. Mass Effect. See you next time.